Namaskar. My name is Astrologer Partha Pratim Mitra. I am a chartered accountant by profession. At the same time, also full-time practicing KP astrologer. KP astrology is nothing but it is an advanced version or advanced branch of the Vedic astrology. So KP astrology is more refined, more accurate, more precise, more pinpoint than Vedic astrology, because in KP astrology predictions are based on not only on the position of the planets but mainly by the position of significations or positions of the nakshatra lord along with the sublord. So viewers, you can understand that in KP so many things are being considered, not only the position of the planet, because planets are of secondary importance. More stars or nakshatras are more powerful than the planets, so their significations count more than the position of the planets. And over and above the nakshatra or the star, there is also substar, which is the 1/9 of the division of the concerned nakshatra. So sublord speaks the last. That is the basic concept of KP astrology, where nakshatra lord, where mainly not the nakshatra lord, the first the sublord, then nakshatra lord, and then the planets in order of importance come in the picture. And the predictions are much quicker. It can be made much quicker, much easily in KP astrology. And KP, by the by, you might ask, what is KP? What is the full form of KP? KP is nothing but Krishnamurti Paddhati. Professor Krishnamurti, he was he was a Vedic astrologer long time back, and he expired in the year 1966, long time back. And for 40 years he used to practice and also study in depth all the aspects of Parashari or the Vedic astrology, or Hindu astrology to be more specific. Vedic astrology, we call it Hindu astrology. And he found that so many principles, so many yogas, so many things are there in Vedic astrology which are redundant, totally redundant. And not only that, the predictions are not coming at all correct. Almost all the predictions are going haywire. So he invented his own technique, that is called the Krishnamurti Paddhati or KP, taking into consideration the Western astrology and also the basic principles of Hindu astrology. Some of the basic, and he discarded the major of the principles of the Parashari astrology, and he combined both of them. And in one important point, viewers, you might ask, the basic difference between KP and Vedic. See, in KP there are 12 signs. Okay, they are just like the Vedic, but they are unequally divided. So when you see the KP chart, you can see that the division of the houses or the signs are unequally. For example, Aries, normally in Vedic, all the signs are 30 degrees. So 12 into 30, 360 degrees. So 12 signs on each and every sign occupies 30 degrees. But in KP, some signs are 30 degrees, more than 30 degrees. Some signs are less than 30. For example, Aries. Let's start from Aries. Suppose you see the chart of Mr. X. Suppose you see. Now I find that you will see that in the KP astrology, in the Aries sign, is occupying around 45 degrees, and the next sign, the Taurus, is around occupying only 15 degrees. So these are all unequal distributions. So this is called basically a Placidus system, and the predictions are more accurate based on this Placidus system. And another thing is that in KP there are two tables. One is the planetary table and another is the cusp table. Okay, planetary table means that each and every planet has got his own sign lord, its star lord, its sublord, and the star lord of the sublord and sublord of the sublord. Okay, these are the areas. This is the table, basic table. In one table, all the 9 planets are coming. Along with that, there is also a cuspal table, also okay, for the 9 planets. Okay, so this 9 planet in the cusp table, we find that each and every planet has got the cuspal position, which is called the cuspal sublord, which is very, very important. Cuspal sublord, I will discuss in my later videos what is the significance of cusp, but for the time being, it is for the beginners only, for to understand the KP, that each and every sign has got its own ownership, that is of a particular planet. Okay, and for example, Aries, it is owned by Mars. Now for Mars, there is a star lord. This particular sign, when we divide this Aries into 1/9 of the division, we get a 1 star lord. That is called a CCL or cuspal star lord. So Mars has got a cuspal star lord. Suppose the cuspal star lord is Venus. Okay, now again I say the cuspal star lord is divided again into 1/9 division, which is called the cuspal sublord. So cuspal sublord is basically nothing but the promise or embedded promise in the chart for any event to occur. See, there are 12 signs, and each and every sign has its own meaning, its own interpretation, and we have taken the KP. In the KP, we have taken the principle from the Vedic astrology. For example, the first sign, it is a head. Total head is the first sign, head features. Second is our nose, our teeth, our hearing system. Second, third is our cheeks. These are the things. Mainly the second house concerned with the speech only. Third house is the house of ears, then your chins, your back side of the head. Fourth is your total. Your fourth house is a house which in a part of a body. Fourth house is the house which is basically concerned with your chest, your shoulders, all those things. So you see, the basic principles of Vedic, some of the major principles of Vedic astrology are being imbibed by KP, but Professor Krishnamurti has also discarded normally he has discarded the old ancient principle like exaltation, debilitation, dosh, yog. There is no dosh, there is no yog in KP. That is also very important. All depends upon the planetary signification. So it is in nutshell about the cuspal table, and in the planetary table, each and every planet has got its own sign lord, its own star lord, nakshatra lord, its own sublord, its star lord of the sublord, and sublord of the sublord. Up to that level, we generally go to that level for prediction purpose. Okay. So these are the basic differences, but one thing, my viewers just mind it, to be a good KP astrologer, you should know thoroughly the Vedic one. If you don't know the basic concepts of basic, for example, 27 nakshatras, 9 planets, what are the nakshatras, what are the planets, basic principles, this if you don't know that, then in KP you cannot go ahead with the further studies or further analysis. Okay, so this is the difference between KP and in KP, destiny is fixed, which it cannot be changed. KP himself never believed, Professor Krishnamurti never believed that any remedies cannot change anyone's fortune. Everything is predestined at the time when our lagna is fixed. Lagna is fixed at the time when we come out of the womb of the mother and give the first cry. That is the time when our lagna, that is the ascendant, is fixed. Okay, that is more very important. And otherwise, all the basic principles like dashas, antar dashas, pratantar dashas, shukshma dasha, all this, whatever is you find in Parashari astrology, same are there in the KP astrology also. But most important thing in the KP astrology is that sublord plays the major role. Sublord speaks the last. So, for example, if the sublord significations are good in KP, then definitely, despite the bad significations of the concerned planet in terms of his occupation or in terms of his ownership, if the sublords give the good signification, definitely the concerned person will do very good in the concerned dasha of that planet. So up to that level, let us stop this discussion. We will go to the next video. Thank you, viewers. Bye.